Hey guys, this is Sharon. I am the CEO of Open Your Jewelry Box, and I am a Paparazzi Accessories independent consultant. And today I am here with a short opportunity video. I just want to share with you about the paparazzi opportunity and let you know why I think you should become a consultant today. So hold on while I see if I can pull this up on my tablet and get it shared to a couple places, and then I'm going to go ahead and get started. For the past few weeks, I have been doing a couple of lives on Tuesday. First, I started out just kind of doing an opportunity live and then going live with some jewelry. And last week, I kind of flipped the script a little bit and I did my motivational live followed by the opportunity live, and then I'm going to go live with some jewelry. So, and I went live with some jewelry, and so I'm going to do that again today. I just finished my motivational live. The topic for today was coping with and thriving through loss. And that is something that I have a whole lot of experience with because I lost my dad, and about 20 years later, I lost my brother, and about 15 years after that, I lost one of my sisters. So I'm hoping that someone watched and found it helpful and gave them some hope. And if you want to check it out, it's right here on the Open Your Jewelry Box Facebook page. So I'm going to see if this live is up and get it shared to a couple places. Doesn't look like it's up yet. Let me see. Go all the way out of here and come back in. Oops. But yeah, when you lose somebody, boy, it can really throw your world all off kilter, all off its axis. And it's just really important that you find a way to move through your grief and keep living. Okay, so there it is. So I'm going to get it shared. I am experimenting with having the camera so much closer. I did a training this morning. I started looking at it yesterday and finished it this morning. And she recommended that you bring the camera a lot closer. And that is just so foreign to me. I usually have it sitting a little bit far back. So it'll be interesting to see what it's like when I'm showing the jewelry, and especially the longer pieces. But hopefully I'll be able to make it work. That is so weird. Okay. So I'm looking to add at least 3 business partners to my team. I am looking for people who are motivated and dedicated, who are committed, and who want to make some serious changes in their financial situation. So hopefully that's you. So I hope that that is you. I hope that once you hear the little spiel that I'm going to give you about the paparazzi business opportunity, that you'll be like, you know what? That's something that I can do. That's something that excites me. that's something that I think is going to change my life. And the thing about it is that it really can. So, goodness, this thing is taking forever. Okay, let me try one more time. Okay, there it is. Okay. Huh. Interesting. I'm trying to share it to one of my groups. Okay, there it is. All right, I think that's good. So, like I said, my name is Sharon, and I am a Paparazzi Accessories independent consultant, and I'm the CEO of Open Your Jewelry Box. I have been a Paparazzi Accessories independent consultant for just over a year. I joined March 23rd, 2019, and I am looking to expand my network and to build my team. That's just the bottom line. I'm looking for motivated hustlers, people who will work hard and who are hungry. I'm hungry. And I'll tell you why I am so hungry. I took a real hit during the recession, a real financial hit during the recession back in 2007 or 2008. I was a lawyer at the time. I'm still a lawyer. I just don't practice. I had my own practice, and I had become super burnout and really just unhappy practicing law. So I had decided that I was going to make a career change. And this was something that I had been working on for a couple years. I knew that I was going to eventually stop practicing law. So in 2006, I got my real estate license. And in 2007, I started the process of shutting down my practice. And by July of 2007, I had given up my office space, moved everything home, and I was working from home and finishing up my last couple cases and focusing on transitioning to selling real estate full time. And then what happened? The real estate market fell apart during the Great Recession. And when I tell you, that sent me for a real loop. Oh my God. And I ended up trying to stay afloat by dipping into my savings. And I dipped and I dipped and I dipped and I dipped. And I didn't have a whole lot of money saved up, but, trying to pay mortgage and car payment and market my real estate business and pay my credit cards and health insurance and everything. Boy, that money, I blew through that money real quick. So, being 100% transparent, I still have not recovered and gotten my savings back up to where it was at the time that the recession hit. So one of the reasons that I decided to become a Paparazzi Accessories independent consultant is that I need to have some residual income coming in as I get closer to and enter those retirement years. And I have known for quite a while that I will probably be working until the day I die. However, I don't know if as I reach my 60s and my 70s, God willing, I make it into my 80s, if I will be able physically to drive around and sell real estate. So I needed something else that I could build so that I will have the money that I need to survive through retirement. So that's one of my whys. The other why is that I take care of my mom and I don't have any help taking care of her. And I need help. And that help is real expensive, 18 to 20 bucks an hour. So I need that extra dough coming in so that if I want to go on a vacation for a week, I can do that and I don't have to worry about how I'm going to pay for it. So those are my whys. So let me tell you a little bit about Paparazzi. Paparazzi is a jewelry company. It is a $5 jewelry company. Our jewelry is so gorgeous. It is so gorgeous. It is so well made. And I know a lot of people hear $5 jewelry and they think, oh, that crap must be so cheap. Quite honestly, when my friend Natasha, who is my upline in this business, started selling Paparazzi, and she didn't approach me about the business opportunity or anything like that, but I saw her posting her jewelry on Facebook and on Instagram, and I'd look at it and be like, oh, that's cute, but it's $5. It's probably crap. Well, boy, was I wrong. And I will tell you that last March of 2019, I got up one morning and got my tablet and was scrolling through Instagram, and I saw a bracelet. And I was like, oh my God, that bracelet is so beautiful. So I went to her website and tried to buy it, and it wasn't there. So I sent her a message and said, hey, Natasha, there's a bracelet that I want, but it's not on your website anymore. And she said, well, send me a screenshot of it and I'll see if I have it in my personal inventory. Well, long story short, she did. And I ended up buying that bracelet and a couple other pieces. And she lives here in Atlanta like I do. So she brought me my jewelry and we started talking about the business opportunity. I started asking her questions about the business opportunity. And mind you, I have the jewelry in my hands as we're having this conversation, so I could see the quality of it, and it was every bit as beautiful as it was in the pictures that I had seen on Instagram that morning. And that evening, I signed up to become a consultant, and I've been working my business ever since. But I have a couple pieces here because I'm getting ready to go live after I finish this opportunity chat. But this is one of the necklaces. Let me put it on a bust so you can see it. But it's beautiful. It is good quality. Like I said, everything is just $5. Everything is lead and nickel free. All of the necklaces come with a complimentary set of earrings. And we have a huge variety of jewelry. We have necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and rings. We have little girls' jewelry. We have men's jewelry. We have different metals, silver, gold, brass, and copper, different textures, different colors. I mean, you name it, we have it. This is a pair of our fringe earrings, really gorgeous. Everything that I'm wearing today is Paparazzi. You can see how beautiful it all is, and it's high quality. You know, like I said, some people will look at it or hear $5 and think, oh my God, that stuff is so cheap. But what I will tell you is that the jewelry that we sell is comparable to any costume jewelry that you would find in a department store. And the difference is that we don't have to mark our jewelry up 200, 300, 400%. We don't have to do that. So that's how we're able to sell it for $5. And as a consultant, we get the jewelry for $2.75 and we sell it for $5. That's a 45% profit. Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? 45% profit. So that's one way that you make money with the company. That's through retail sales. So when you become a consultant, you get a replicated website and you go to that website to buy inventory for your jewelry store. So everything that I have laid out on the table that I'm going to be showing after I finish talking to you about the opportunity is from my personal inventory. It's jewelry that I've purchased for $2.75 and that I will sell for $5, and I will earn that 45% commission. The second way that you earn money with Paparazzi is through website sales. You can send your customers to that same replicated website, and when they buy jewelry on the website, you get paid a 45% commission. When they purchase jewelry on the website, they are charged a flat fee for shipping. That fee is $5.95. Now, the third way let me backtrack. So most of what we sell is $5. We do have our high-end collection. It is called the Z collection, and those pieces retail for $25. We as consultants purchase those pieces for $16.25. So that's a 35% commission. So 45% commission on the $5 jewelry, 35% commission on the $25 jewelry. I think those are really good splits. I think it's really good. So the third way that you can earn money as a Paparazzi Accessories independent consultant is through team building. And I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time talking to you about the compensation plan, but I will tell you that as you build your team, and you want to build wide and deep, that's how all of us get the most benefit out of the compensation plan. You have an opportunity to earn money by adding team members, people that you personally sponsor, and you have an opportunity to earn money as you move up the ranks of the company. Really, really simple, okay? So, some of the objections that I get when I talk to people about the business opportunity. The first is the cost. They want to know, how much is it going to cost me to become a consultant? Well, there are 3 ways to become a consultant. The first way is to purchase the big starter kit. That kit will cost you $499, and it comes with 200 pieces of jewelry and a ticket to the Paparazzi annual convention. The second way to become a consultant is to purchase the mid-size starter kit. That kit will cost you $299, and it comes with 120 pieces of jewelry. And the third way to become a consultant is to purchase the basic starter kit. It contains 35 pieces of jewelry. That's what I chose to purchase. And that's really what I recommend you purchase, unless you were balling and you want to spend $299 or $499. But whatever starter kit you purchase, it really doesn't matter. You will get the tools that you need to get your business off on the right track. And I will show you how to sell that jewelry and reinvest the proceeds back into your business so that you can reach your initial financial goal. And there's a formula that we use to help you achieve that goal. I can't tell you that you're going to reach it in 2 months or 3 months or 4 months. It really depends on what your goal is and how closely you stick to the plan that we put together. But if you reinvest back into the business, instead of taking the money that you make from your initial sales and spending it on other stuff, you reinvest that back into your business, you are going to start building your jewelry empire. And, I can't promise you how much money you're going to make, but I can tell you that we have consultants in this company that are low 6-figure earners, some that are mid 6-figure earners, some that are high 6-figure earners, and we even have at least one 7-figure earner. You hear that? A 7-figure earner. That's who I want to be when I grow up, okay? So that's how you become a consultant. Now, another common objection that I get is, I'm not a salesperson. Well, you know what? You might not be a salesperson in the traditional sense of the word, but I bet you've sold stuff before. And let me give you some examples. When you go out to eat at a restaurant, back in the pre-corona days, when you'd go out and eat at a restaurant and you like the food, the waitress brings the food to your table, your plate looks so beautiful, what do? You get your phone out and you take a picture of your plate and you post it on Instagram or you post it on Facebook. You tell your friends how great the food was. What are you doing? You're selling that restaurant. You're not getting paid anything to do it, but you're selling that restaurant. You read a book. Oh my God, that was such a good book. You post about it on Facebook or on Instagram, on Twitter, wherever. You're selling that book, but you're not getting paid for it. You go to the movies and see a great movie, or maybe you discover something on Netflix and you post about it. You're selling that movie, but you're not getting paid for it. But see, you don't think of yourself as selling anything. You think of yourself as sharing. And that's what you do with paparazzi. You share this jewelry and you share the business opportunity, just like I'm doing with you right now. I'm just sharing with you. This isn't about the hard sell. This isn't about, worrying the crap out of somebody, trying to get them to join your team. And, it's all about me building my team and blah, 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 blah. No, that's not what this is about. This is about sharing the jewelry with people, helping them improve their self-esteem, helping them understand how different their life can be. This is about sharing the business opportunity and how when you become a consultant, the things in your life that change. Yeah, you have all this beautiful jewelry, you step up your accessory game, but you are meeting great people, you are connecting with amazing people, like-minded people, people who are supportive, people who want to see you grow and thrive and succeed. And there are a lot of folks out there who don't have that in their life. They don't have anybody who's their cheerleader. They don't have that. But when you become a consultant, you have that opportunity to be somebody's cheerleader. And I promise you, when you become a consultant, you're going to meet people who want to be your cheerleader. Yes, that is the truth. You're going to meet people who want to see you succeed. They want to see you be the best you that you can possibly be. This isn't about trying to be somebody else. This is about being you. In that training that I mentioned to you that I completed this morning, the lady that was doing the training, her name is Brandy. And one of the things that she mentioned was like finding your Sasha Fierce. Sasha Fierce is Beyonce's alter ego. When she performs, she becomes Sasha Fierce. And when you become a paparazzi consultant, you have an opportunity to find your Sasha Fierce. I am a pretty quiet and sedate kind of person. I am really a naturally shy person, which is crazy because I selected an initial career as a lawyer that requires me to talk a lot, to talk to strangers, to be authoritative. And, I had to work at that. And so when I was practicing law, and I started that long before Beyonce was who Beyonce is now, I had to find my Sasha Fierce. I had to overcome that stage fright, that fear. And that's not to say that I wouldn't get nervous when I'd go into court. I would, but I had to find a way to overcome that. I had to become Sasha Fierce when I stepped into that courtroom and was making my opening statement before the judge and the jury and all that. And it's the same with going live. I have to find my Sasha Fierce when I go live. And, I'm not one of those who's up and dancing and singing and everything. That's not my personality. Now, sometimes I might, hit a high note when I'm showing a piece of jewelry that I really like. But generally speaking, I am not trying to be that consultant who does those things. And I love watching other consultants and how they work, and the ones that have that super outgoing personality, and who sing and who can put on a show. But that's not me. You have to find what works for yourself. And the thing about it is that people want to see someone who's authentic. People know when you're faking it. They know when you're faking it, when you're trying to be something that you're not. They want authenticity. So, if you're a naturally shy person, that doesn't mean that you have to be jumping around and, trying to pretend that you are, something else. Just be yourself and work through that shyness, just the way I had to do when I started practicing law. So, I say all that to say, you don't have to worry about selling anything, because the jewelry is so fly and so bomb and so gorgeous that it sells itself. What you have to worry about doing is sharing it. How are you going to share it? How are you going to share the business opportunity? You need to be striking up conversations with people that you meet at the store. A lot of people advocate talking to their friends and family. That's not me. I have been in network marketing and direct sales for, off and on for any number of years. And the one thing that I've learned is that my friends and family, they ain't interested. They ain't interested. And that's not to say that somebody might not change their mind, but they generally are not interested. And so, I don't spend a lot of time going after them, trying to convince them of why paparazzi is the great thing that I know it is. I just don't need to be bothered. I would rather deal with people that I don't know and who, for whatever reasons, decide that they like me, that they relate to me, they feel they can trust me, they feel like, we have some kind of connection. Those are the people that I'm looking for. So, I just like talking to people that I don't know about the business opportunity. And that's why I'm on here today talking to you. And I'm hoping that you're feeling what I'm saying. So, you're not a salesperson? No, you're not. You're a share person. That's what I like to say. I'm not a salesperson. I'm a share person. I'm sharing the jewelry and I'm sharing the business opportunity. People will see the jewelry and they'll fall in love with it, or they won't. And if they don't, that's okay. I didn't fall in love with it when my friend Natasha first started posting it, but eventually I did. My no, even though she had never asked me about buying jewelry or about becoming a consultant, but when I saw that she had become a consultant, in my mind, I said, oh no, because I had sworn off direct sales and network marketing altogether. After the last opportunity that I was in, it was a prescription card company, and I had moderate success. I made money every month. I had residual income coming in. But when that company went bust, I said, I'm done. So when paparazzi came along, getting involved in a direct sales company was the furthest thing from my mind. But here I am today. So you just never know where your next business partner is going to come from. All right. So what's another objection that I get? Another common objection. The cost. I'm not a salesperson. What's another good one? Well, I think one of the common ones is this is just a pyramid scheme or a get-rich-quick scheme. Well, let me talk to you about get-rich-quick schemes. This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. Anything that requires you to work is not a get-rich-quick scheme. People who automatically object to something or poo-poo something because they think it's a get-rich-quick scheme are usually looking for a way to get rich quick. And they see that whatever opportunity it is that's being presented to them is going to require them to work. And so they're like, oh no, that's just a get-rich-quick scheme. Paparazzi is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It requires work. It requires dedication. It requires consistency. It requires drive. It requires the ability to what's the word I'm looking for? To be flexible. To be flexible. Because some things might not work for you. Some things might work great for another consultant, and I'll give you a couple of examples. Last summer, I did several vendor events, and they were disasters. And not because of anything that I did, but because there was no traffic. So I've paid however much money to be a vendor at this event, and nobody showed up. So maybe I chose the wrong vendor events. Maybe it was just the wrong time of year. I don't know. But it required me to be flexible and to say, okay, well, I didn't make any money at this vendor event this week. So what am I going to do to make some money? So you got to be flexible. And then the people who say that it's a pyramid scheme. This is not a pyramid scheme, and let me tell you why. A pyramid scheme does not have a product. That's the hallmark of a pyramid scheme. There's some elusive thing that you're going after, and there are promises that you're going to make all this money, but only the people at the top make the money. And all of it is based on an illusion. Because there is no product. We have a product. This jewelry, that's our product. So this is not a pyramid scheme. And the thing about paparazzi is that you have the ability to work as often and as hard as you want to because you're your own boss. If you want to put in 10 hours a week, that's fine. If you want to put in 80 hours a week, that's fine. But the amount of money that you are able to make with this business is directly correlated to how much effort you're willing to put in and how consistently you are willing to work your business. It is directly correlated to how many people you are able to get this jewelry in front of. How many eyes can you get on your jewelry each week? How many ears can you get listening to your opportunity talk? How many people can you present the opportunity to each week? What kind of understanding do you have of your product and of the business? How well are you able to articulate that business opportunity to people? Those are the things that are going to make a difference. And the thing about it is that you don't have to be the smartest person. You don't have to be the most beautiful person. You don't have to have a bunch of degrees to do this business and to be successful at it. You don't. All you have to do is open your mouth. That's all you have to do. All you have to do is decide, you know what? I'm going to put everything that I have into this business. Every day when I get up, I'm going to do something that advances my business, whether it's organizing my jewelry, whether it is going live on Facebook, whether it's posting pictures to Facebook or Instagram, going live on Instagram. I'm going to do something every day that advances my business. I'm going to make a list of the things that I want to accomplish in this business. I'm going to make a list of the people that I want to talk to about this business, assuming that you want to go about it that way. Like I told you, my friends and family made it clear to me years ago, don't come back to me with no more network marketing stuff. Don't come back to me with no direct sales stuff. Ain't interested. So I'm not talking to any of my family or friends about the business opportunity. I talk to them about the jewelry. They're darn sure supporting my business. They all know that I sell jewelry, but I'm not talking to them about the business opportunity because they're not interested. They've made it clear to me that they're not. If somebody changes their mind, they'll have to come to me and tell me that they've changed their mind. And so I might be missing out on somebody, but I know my peeps, and when they tell me no, they mean no. I learned that a long time ago. But your people might not be like that. And sometimes what you have to understand is that a no today could be a yes in 3 months or 6 months or 12 months. You just never know. So maybe my friends and family are the exception to the rule, but I just got tired of pestering them. I felt like I was pestering them. I'm in this prescription card company. What do you think of this? You want to give away free prescription cards? And they were like, not interested, not interested. So I might change my mind and decide that the ones who really shop with me on a regular basis, I might present the business opportunity to them. But the bottom line is this. You want to make the commitment to work your business and to grow your business. And you've got to decide which things you are willing to do, which things you're comfortable with that are going to help you achieve your business goals. And you've got to decide, what those goals are. Is it to sell 20 pieces of jewelry a week? Is it to sell 100 pieces of jewelry a week? Right now, I'm working toward selling 100 pieces of jewelry each week. That's what I want to do. I heard a crazy number in that training yesterday or this morning. I started it yesterday and finished it this morning. But that consultant said that on average, she sells 1,000 pieces of jewelry each week. 1,000 pieces of jewelry. Yes, that is what I am striving for. So my goal right now is 100, but somewhere down the line, it's going to be 1,000. And maybe somewhere down the line after that, it's going to be 2,000. I don't know, but I am working toward a goal. I know what I want to accomplish. I heard another consultant say that when she started the business, she would go live, and she said that she probably didn't start actually working the business until about 5 months after she became a consultant. But she said once she made the decision to actually work her business, that she set a goal of making a minimum of $500 each time she goes live, and she usually goes live 2 to 3 times per week. Sounds good to me. What do you think? So I kind of digressed. I was talking about this not being a pyramid scheme, and it's not, because we have a legitimate product, and as consultants, we each have a legitimate opportunity to make as much money as possible in this business. The sky is the limit on the amount of money that you can make. I can't promise you how much you're going to make, the time in which it's going to take you to achieve that goal. What I can promise you is that the money is there to be made. It's there to be made. So the other thing that I want to talk to you about is being active in the business. And this is really important. When you become a consultant, you must be active in order to earn commissions. So I mentioned earlier that when you get website sales, you earn a 45% commission. But in order to actually receive that commission from the company, you must be active. Now, in order to be active, you have to earn what's called PV. You have to earn 50 PV. PV stands for personal volume. And to earn 50 PV, you need to sell 25 pieces of jewelry each month. So each piece of jewelry is worth 2 PV, okay? So let's just say that you are not active this month, but you earned commission last month, okay? That commission is not going to be paid to you because you're not currently active. Paydays are on the 20th of the month by direct deposit. So if you had customers go to your website and they purchased, let's just say you have a commission of $100 coming, but you are not active, you're not currently active, your commission is going to be held for you until you become active. The other thing that you need to know is that in order to receive that direct deposit, you have to have earned at least $20 in commissions. So if you're sitting at 15, that commission will be held for you until you reach 20. And then that $20 will be paid out to you on the next payday. And like I said, paydays are the 20th of the month. The other thing you need to know is that you must be active over a rolling 12-month period. If you are not active for a rolling 12-month period, Paparazzi will terminate your consultant agreement. So if you have built a huge team and you just decide, I don't need to buy any jewelry, I have plenty of jewelry in my inventory and I'm just going to focus on selling that, and you have 12 consecutive months where you are not active, your consultant agreement will be terminated and you'll lose all of that residual income. So it's important to remain active. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I guess that's really it. I have covered how you become a consultant. I have covered the difference between being a salesperson and being a share person. I guess one thing that I will touch on right quick before I finish up is ways to sell the jewelry. We are living in the days of coronavirus, and so that has changed the way that we do things. There are no vendor events right now. There are no pop-up shops right now. One thing that I did last fall, I guess it was, is that I had a yard sale. And I set up a couple of tables in my yard. I put some signs up in the neighborhood, and I sold my jewelry that way. We can't do that right now. So you've got to find other ways to present your jewelry to people. And one of those ways is social media. Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Twitter, Snapchat, whatever. And a lot of people are shy about going live. I say get over it. Work on getting over it. You can go live and have your settings set so that only you can see it. And just practice. Practice. And the thing about it, I mentioned that folks want somebody who's authentic. I have gone back and looked at my lives, and you would think that I was nuts because I have held up a number. I might hold up a number. Now, this clearly says 64, and I will hold it up next to a piece of jewelry and say that it says 164. And just in the heat of the moment, my eyeballs, my brain, whatever, translated the 64 into a 164. And I look at the live and I'm like, oh my God, that says 64, not 164. But it shows people that I'm human. I might stutter over my words. I have had hot flashes in the middle of a live where all of a sudden my forehead is just covered in sweat and it's just running down my face. My pits are getting all wet. My back is wet. And I keep right on talking about the jewelry. And I might say, oh my God, you guys, I'm having a hot flash. But it shows that I'm a real person. People want to see authenticity. So all of those quirks and flaws that you have, don't let that stop you from going live. Don't let it stop you. And this is coming from somebody who is a naturally shy person. I mentioned that to you earlier, but what I have come to understand, and I'll tell you another funny story, is that people want to see a real person. They don't want some plastic perfect Barbie who doesn't have any flaws and who doesn't make any mistakes. When they can see that you make mistakes, dumb mistakes, like saying 164 instead of 64, they know that you're real. They know that you're human. And I used to do a lot of YouTube videos for my real estate business. I haven't done any in a while, but I had a series of videos on YouTube directed towards sellers, and I had I still do have a series directed toward buyers. And I'd record those videos, and I was so stiff. I was so self-conscious. And if I got tongue-tied and tripped over my words, or made some other mistake, I would stop it and start it all over again, because I was so worried about what people would think of me, and like, oh my God, if I make a mistake or if I say the wrong thing, they're going to think I don't know what I'm talking about. They're going to think I'm, just some kind of idiot, blah, 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 blah. Well, I finally got over that. And I'll tell you, it made my life so much easier. And sometimes the mistakes that you make are funny. They are funny. I have had times when I have dropped jewelry. The other day I was live and realized that one of the earrings that I was showing, it was the complimentary set of earrings that come with one of the necklaces, was broken. It was a wooden piece, and one of the little discs that made up the earring was broken. I'm just like, oh shoot, this is broken. Okay, I'm not going to show it to you. And then I was like, you know what? I have more than one of these in my inventory, so I am going to go ahead and show it. And just because this one is broken doesn't mean that someone won't want to buy one of the ones that's not broken. So I went ahead and showed it, and I just said, it's broken. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where that little disc is, because it was on here when I set it on the table, and I kept it moving. And, you're going to have crazy things happen. My dogs start barking. What else have I had happen? Someone rang the doorbell once, and when someone rings the doorbell, the dogs go berserk. So all of those things just show that you are human, that you're not some kind of Stepford paparazzi consultant who's all stiff and over rehearsed and just not real. People want to see somebody who's real. And so get over being shy. And what my sponsor, what Natasha did for me, and I didn't ask her to do this, but when I first started with the company, she'd come onto my lives just to be supportive. And that's one of the things that I will do for you. I'll be there for you on your first few lives, and I will comment and engage with you and, just help put you at ease if you feel afraid of going live. Now, if you just have zero interest in going live, that's fine. There are other things that you can do social media wise. You can do wall drops. You can do album sales. You can do different contests. The sky is the limit. It's really all about your creativity and what you can do that's going to set you apart from the next consultant. There are a lot of us out there. Some people will say that paparazzi is oversaturated, but it's not, because a lot of consultants are not working their business. You have a lot who are consultants only because they want to get the jewelry for $2.75, but they are not actively working their businesses as far as growing a team and growing their customer list and things like that. So there is enough for everybody. And the thing about it, like, I believe that in a God of plenty. And so there is plenty to go around. And just because somebody else getting theirs is not going to prevent you from getting yours, because what's for you is for you, and what's for them is for them. And so you don't have to compare yourself to anybody else. You don't have to be jealous of anybody else. And the thing about it is that there's a difference between being jealous of somebody and being envious of somebody. When you are jealous of somebody, you don't want them to have what they have. You begrudge them whatever it is they have. When you're envious of somebody, it just means that you want it too. And the thing about it is that you can have it too. You can have it too. There is enough for everybody to have as much as they want. Because God's table is never empty. God's table is never empty. There is always plenty to go around. And I'm not going to get up on my spiritual soapbox, but I just want you to know that you can do this business. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what kind of education you have. It doesn't matter whether you're pretty, whether you're ugly, whether you're fat, whether you're slim. You can do this business because there's always going to be somebody who can relate to you. There's always going to be somebody who can relate to you. There's going to be somebody, they're going to see you go live and they're going to be like, you know what? I'm digging that chick. I feel a connection with her. There's going to be somebody who sees what you post on Facebook and they're going to be like, you know what? I think that chick is pretty cool. She's selling that jewelry. I'm going to buy something from her. I'm going to support her business. When you are real and you are authentic, there's always going to be somebody who's feeling you. There's always going to be somebody who says, you know what? She reminds me of me. She reminds me of my sister. She reminds me of my mother. She reminds me of my best friend from childhood. I like her. I want to support her. That's why you focus on being your authentic self and stop worrying about what the next consultant is doing. Stop trying to be like the next consultant. Just do you. Be your real, true, authentic self. Like, I am such a goofball. I love laughing at myself. I love laughing at myself. And I have a very self-deprecating sense of humor. And I have a sarcastic sense of humor. And so I love when I am able to interact with people on my lives and show that side of myself. And you know what? I do plenty of lives where it doesn't appear that anybody is watching. And that can be discouraging. But you never know who is actually watching you. You never know who is watching the replay because sometimes people don't comment to let you know that they're watching the replay. But when I know that people are watching me and I can show my sense of humor and that self-deprecating side, you know, it makes me feel good. And the thing about having that self-deprecating sense of humor that I know is that it puts people at ease. It lets people know that you don't take yourself so seriously. So anyway, I know I've gone off on a tangent, but I really just want to encourage you and to let you know that the only obstacles that will prevent you from being successful in this business are the obstacles that you put up in front of yourself. There is no reason why we cannot all be six-figure earners in this business. There's just not. That's what I'm working toward. I told you. I got to get myself situated for my retirement, honey. Those retirement years are closer now than they were yesterday. I'll be 54 in a couple months. And, I need to get myself set for my retirement. So that is one of my whys. That's what I'm working toward. Find your why and ask yourself, is paparazzi the thing that will help me achieve my why? Is it? It could be. I don't know. That's a question that you have to answer for yourself. But I will tell you that there is plenty of money to be made in this business, life-changing money. Maybe you and your husband haven't been on a real vacation in years. If you become a consultant today and you start working your business diligently and consistently, you can get yourself set so that you and your husband next year can take the most fabulous vacation. Maybe you have a kid that's going to be starting college in a few years and you haven't saved up enough for college. You can become a consultant today and get yourself set so that when your kid starts college in 2 or 3 years from now, you have the money to pay for it. Maybe you've been working a job that you can't stand for years and you're ready to make a change, but you don't want to go back into corporate America. You can become a consultant and start working your paparazzi business today and situate yourself so that this time next year or this time 2 years from now, you can kiss that job goodbye. And the thing about working a job, if you didn't know it before, you should know it now. None of it is promised. None of it is secure. 60 days ago, if you had told any of us that this country would be shut down, that 2.6 million people would have filed for unemployment, nobody would have believed it. Nobody would have believed it, I promise you that. So being self-employed in one form or fashion is certainly where it's at. Because I'm making money selling paparazzi. I've heard other consultants say that their business has skyrocketed since this coronavirus stuff started. So there is no reason why you can't start making life-changing money with paparazzi today. I want to talk to you about the business opportunity one-on-one. If you are even considering it in the slightest, hit me up here on Facebook. You can send me a message on Facebook and I will get back to you. Better yet, you can call me. My number is 404-480-0248, and we can chat about the paparazzi business opportunity. I'll answer any questions that you have and allay any concerns or objections that you have, because this business is the real deal. It's the real deal, guys. And I would love to have you on my team. Like I said, I am looking for motivated, hungry, dedicated, driven hustlers who are looking to make a serious change in their lives. So if that's you, hit me up. I hope you found this interesting and informative. And again, in all seriousness, I would love to talk to you about the paparazzi business opportunity and to have you on the team. So like I said, call me, message me, just get in contact with me. And if you're ready to get started, the link to join is in the description of this video. So have a great day, and I'm going to be back in just a few minutes to show some amazing jewelry. So I will see you in a few. Bye-bye.